In the 5 years I've worked in contentious probate, I've noticed that a lot of claims have progressed, and there's a serious increase in the amount of contentious probate claims, primarily because families are becoming more complex. A lot of people are suffering financially, and there is a real generational divide at the moment, and so there is clearly a need for an increase in assisting people, and I think a lot of people don't quite realise whether they are entitled to receive something from their parents' estates or not, so we're definitely seeing an increase. We also want to help people move forward and get their wills right the first time, and by sponsoring the IPW, it gives us peace of mind that wills are being done correctly, and hopefully we don't see the work from the IPW, but we can help clients and your clients move forward. A lady had come up to me and said, well, because I'm an IPW member, I don't know anything outside of my area of expertise, and that's what we like to hear. It's those people who dabble and those solicitors who perhaps stray over. Where people dabble and experiment, that's where the danger comes in, and that's where contentious probate claims arise, because whenever we've seen an IPW will file, it's been good and we've not had any concerns about it.
So we can help both your clients and also the IPW members themselves. Clients, obviously, if they want to contest a will, for example, or if they want to bring a claim under the Inheritance Act, or similarly if they're defending claims under the Inheritance Act, we can act for both sides. So that's the service, I suppose, we provide for the client. In terms of the IPW members themselves, as you say, if they receive a letter in from a solicitor's, a classic example is a Larka-Nugas request. So where you've prepared the will, it's being challenged by a family member, you usually get a Larka-Nugas request which has a list of questions, saying when was the will done, who was at the actual will signing itself. Obviously we can help you respond to those questions and advise you as to whether it's appropriate to actually give over a copy of the will file or not. We also can help the clients in terms of preparing what's called a witness statement. So when a client wants to exclude a member of their family, obviously if it's likely that a claim will occur in the future, then they can prepare a witness statement. So it addresses what's called the Section 3 factors of the Inheritance Act. So it's a really useful piece of evidence because it's written in the words of the testator themselves, and they can, when a claim does arise in the future, whoever's defending that claim can use that witness statement. And as I say, it's from the words of the testator themselves, clearly stating the exact reasons as to why they wanted to exclude that member of their family. So it's an invaluable piece of evidence, really. In terms of contentious probate growing, generally, we're seeing it a lot more, particularly because people these days are getting older. People are being diagnosed with things like dementia, Alzheimer's, and with that becomes challenges for testamentary capacity. Again, with a witness statement, we can get people to do a mental capacity report, so whether that's a GP or an independent medical professional, we can annex that to the witness statement, showing that the testator had testamentary capacity at the time, and then it kind of dispels any future claims to say that they didn't have testamentary capacity. So for an IPW member doing their will file, if they offer that to a client and say, actually, we can do this witness statement in support, it really bolsters the whole will file itself, and just makes it so much stronger and avoids any future challenges.